Hi everyone. Welcome back and welcome to another reading. This will be your general read for July for those of you who have Leo highly aspected. And if you don't have Leo in a prominent position in your chart and it's the title or the thumbnail that drew you to this reading, I encourage you to stick around. There may be something here for you. Never let the zodiac sign on the reading deter you from watching it. Just because you don't identify as that sign, we all have all the signs in our chart somewhere, and you can absolutely learn from someone else's experience. What I would advise against, though, is using this reading as a kind of microscope into the life of a Leo in your life, as a means to manipulate or misuse the information. This is not that kind of read, and if that's why you're here, then I'm going to kindly ask you to click off of this video. That being said, I hope that you guys are well, and I hope that you're staying strong. These are mad times we live in. Mad. Perhaps you feel like you should be paid more for your work that's coming through for someone. Maybe you feel like it's high time that you've gotten a promotion. The corner office with the view. You know the one I'm talking about. Oh no. If the energy in this read doesn't resonate, give it about a month or two. These readings have about a 1 to 2 month maturity date, so I'd suggest giving it another watch, perhaps mid to late August or early September. The May or June reading that I did for Leo may be more relevant if this doesn't make sense. Missed opportunities is what this energy looks like to me. It looks like chances not taken. It looks like things left unsaid, and the worry that comes about when you don't get to get things off your chest, when you're misunderstood and you feel as though you can't get back what you lost, like you won't have another chance. But there are other good things here. There's a longing for the past and for how things once were, or for how you once were with someone. But the way forward requires evolution. It requires a different way of thinking about what you have in your life and about what you can have. But it's really hard for you to be forward thinking and hungry for what you can have when you are wrapped up and consumed by your desire for the past. Of course, there are things that happened back then that we can look at, that we can learn from. And in some ways, those past experiences can inform your current decisions, as those decisions will determine your future. So if you're looking back to learn, if you're looking back because you don't want to make the same mistakes, then that's okay. But don't get but don't get stuck there. There's a lot that you have on your plate. And maybe because of how much you have on your plate, it's difficult for you to see the bigger picture, to see what's just up ahead. And I have a sneaking suspicion that it's really important for you to think about consequence, for you to think about effect. If you'd like to be successful, if you'd like to move forward, if you'd like to maintain, the things that you're doing, the things you're saying, the decisions you're making, all have ramifications, some good and some bad. You can avoid the bad consequences by learning from your mistakes, and you can manifest good consequences by doing the right thing. You can manifest good consequences by telling the truth. We can all benefit from having someone real in the room, and 9 times out of 10, you're that person. This is who we need you to be right now. We don't need you to be the Leo who is kowtowing and people pleasing. The Leo we need is the Leo who is going to speak the truth and is going to stand up, be brave, and lead. There are situations that you'll find yourself in the near future, and maybe even now for some of you, where the only way through these is for you to get grounded, and is for you to speak the truth, is for you to stand up to some very petty people. And how you stand up is going to look different for each of you. But the truth is a very powerful weapon. That's the sword that you should wield here. And the key is to not lose sight of the truth. There are other narratives that you're going to come up against, and I think that's what these arguments are. It's other perspectives, other versions of the story, but the key is to continue to repeat the truth. What people don't always realize is that, yes, investigators and police, they can follow the trail, follow the breadcrumbs in a crime, but they can also follow the truth leaves traces as well. And it's really important that for your record, that's the track history that you're leaving behind. I can't stress that enough. It is so important. There's so much, there's the willingness to lie in this day and age, the willingness to color the truth it's disgusting. We are in a period of time where there is a integrity deficit. So we need a passionate person like you who has the charisma, who is articulate, who can deliver the truth in a way that is impactful. Lies and deceit and dishonesty don't stand a chance in the face of that. I think that you'll find that particular approach to be rewarding. And I think it's the solution that you've been looking for. It takes so much energy And it's so exhausting trying to maintain something fake. And I think that's why it's so difficult for you guys, because you're not cut from that fake cloth. Don't try to be something that you're not. God will bless you for standing up for what is right. Fortune favors the bold, and luck will be on your side for doing what is right, for saying what is right. You will be rewarded. There's so many good omens in this reading, but it comes after acceptance, it comes after truth, and it comes after authenticity. And that may be your bread and butter. You may be a very real person, like we've been saying, but the fact of the matter is, being authentic is not an easy thing to do. Especially if being real means that you will be looked at a certain way or hated by some people who you attach some kind of value to. Go in grace. And I think that there are going to be some surprising people who are going to come forward and support you for doing the right thing. Ignore the people who have something to say about how long it took you. What matters is that you did what needed to be done. What matters is you said what needed to be said. Take control of the situation. Take control of your life. There's an earth sign who, they are misguided. I think that you should drown out some of the noise coming from this person and listen to yourself, listen to your heart, do what you know. Do what you know needs to be done. This reading is all about compassion. It's all about the heart. It's all about courage. It's all about bravery. Sometimes the people we love, the people whose perspectives we value, are the ones we need to not listen to at certain times. Your voice can get lost and drowned out by the other voices that are driven by self-interest. And don't allow yourself to be driven by self-interest. Allow yourself to be driven by truth. Allow yourself to be driven by faith. Things are more complex than they seem. And it's really important that you play the long game. History will remember what side you were on. You'll have to sleep with the things you've done, the things you've said at the end of the day, at the end of your life. Don't you want to be proud of the life you led? The things you stand up for are the things that determine your character, Leo. Remember that.